Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. This is Grand Arena, the first match of the final week of Season 40. We have maintained a Kyber 2 bracket now for 4 seasons, for 4 months. Pretty proud of that because it is getting pretty tenuous here with only 3 GLs, which is why we're going to see a pretty big change, maybe at the start of the 3v3 season, maybe just after. Because after the Leviathan requirements were announced, I decided it was time to just bite the bullet and start working on Sith Eternal Emperor. I took all these characters up to relics, although Sidious here, didn't have enough signal data, but I still decided I wanted to take everyone else up. So we'll be starting to farm those tickets very soon. And unless the next GL is very tempting, I'm just kind of gonna get Lord Vader on accident. This wasn't a plan, but I'm still very far away in terms of signal data, but I'm tantalizingly close now. But we'll begin first with a quick recap of how the defense performed. I want to know what's going on with these datacrons, what kind of counters are happening, but really in general, part of the reason of what prompted shifting over into turning my roster into a 4 GL roster is I just don't think I can field enough teams. I just don't have enough relics. And without enough high-level counters, I'm not really able to handle... I can full clear, but what I can't do is win a banner off. Like, either my fleet needs to hold, they need to not play, or I'm going to just end up with a loss. Now, what we see here is my opponent is using some high-power teams against my best teams. He used JMK up against this Maul team, which is more of an experiment, and it looks like he one-shot most of this. I threw Sir Junda on defense just to see, maybe. Trench on the back wall, he JML'd it, and then my fleet getting a hold, but ultimately falling down. In round 2, I was going up against a pretty nuts roster in General Mythosaurus here. This guy should probably be in Kyber 1, but this was also my first Third Sister encounter. That's my attack. My attack went very poorly. Let's take a look here at what he did. This was a surprise to me. His Wampa falling to my Mon Mothma. Now, he does have Relic 5 here, and he may have just got stuck in a little cycle where Cara Dune kept coming back and causing him problems. But pretty surprised that he got a loss there and I got a hold. He Jedinet Revened my Zori. Oh, I did add a Omicron to Zori this time. And then he's just, like, you can see a lot of high-powered teams. I was experimenting. Like, Tarful isn't going to do anything below Relics, at least not on defense. He gassed my Maul, which is probably the most like illustrative counter that I've seen up against it yet, because everything else has been GLs, and that goes down quick. He did not full clear, or no, he did full clear. Yeah. Well, in the final round, this guy went for minimum participation. Today, though, with this week's bracket, this is pretty favorable. No 7 GL rosters. My opponent has 6. My opponent is Weiss here. In terms of Omicrons, I'm tied with the most. And there's a few players who are a little low. Players in that like 12 range. And GP-wise, no one's really a monster account here. In terms of relics, I'm looking pretty favorable. I think that this number should be larger. I think this is before I made changes. Maybe not. Here with these relic numbers, yeah, things are looking fine. Gear 12, fine. That number's getting slightly bigger. Yeah, this is after I made the changes. So you can see my tier 7 number has increased. My tier 8 number has increased as I get ready for Sith Eternal Emperor. And that puts me into a position where up against my opponent, he's got some advantages, particularly in the tier 8. He does have the most tier 8 of the bracket. But in terms of the tier 7 and tier 5, we've gone up against scarier rosters. And this Japanese player here, he's probably got the best looking account in terms of relics. No, there's another guy who looks pretty good. This SQ guy also looks pretty good. In terms of mods, my opponent has slightly better top 25. I've got better top 500, and his counts are pretty good except for the 15 plus, and I guess the 20 plus as well. No Jabba. Most of this bracket does not have Jabba. There's only 3 Jabba players here, and half the bracket has Lord Vader. One of those being my opponent. He does have pretty good relics on a few of these characters, so we'll need to be careful with that. But I'm the only player without Sith Eternal Emperor, but that is about to change. 2 of us without Rey, 2 of us without SLKR. One player here without Malgus, a little bit of a surprise. Most players seem to have Malgus these days. He does have Relic 8 on Starkiller, which is solid. Only Relic 3 on Wamps. He really should be Relic 5 minimum. I would go Relic 7. Savage here, undeveloped. And at level 1, I do not think players should do that. He does have the Traya Ami, and in terms of the Traya Ami, 3 players without. So that is starting to trickle in much slower than I would have thought or advocated for. Solid Swolo, and I'm the only player with a meaningful Zori, and a Gear 11 Zori is good enough. She's good enough at maybe 3 stars, a little low, but 5 stars. She was already getting holds for me. Only Relic 3 on Maul, but the modding looks solid on a few of these characters. Darth Revan's at 301, and in terms of fleets, he's got 7 stars. Quick look at the hotbot information here. What I really care about, as always, is the undersizes and clears, which is respectable. This is a player who is serious about the game mode and knows what he's doing. We've got advantages there, but I'm a crazy person, and the rest of this we've looked at through the bracket information, but I like just scrolling very quickly and getting a little side-by-side look for the ease of it. Now let's take a look at the quality of his modding, which I suspect to be good from what it looked like. But Darth Revan was at 301, so that's what we can expect in that range. So, okay, so there's about 24. We'll check gas and see where he's at. Yeah, gas is at 299, so Darth Revan is his final 300 speed character, but the modding still looks solid on a few of these characters, even though some of them are below that threshold. That's not necessarily a big deal with some of these characters. But in general, he's got the main ones where they need to be. Let's take a look at the defense and get into the meat of this match. He has drawn First Blood, had a pretty good run. Take a look. Probably going to one-shot a lot of this. I think we did do our Twitch stream Grand Arena prep, and I think he goes pretty heavy on offense, so he's not going to have trouble with much of this here. No issues with any of the Datacrons. Up top here, though, 3 holds from Zori. We were getting holds without the Ami, though, but it's nice to see that happen to just reinforce that further investment. I guess one thing I'd like to emphasize while we're in that area is just Zori being an excellent character. We're like, this First Order team is pure junk. I did have a version of it before that had the TIE pilot with the Omicron. I was hoping the Omicron would boost this thing. No, that you need relics on that one. Whereas Zori, you don't. Let's take a look at fleet. I think he probably one-shot it based on that banner total. Yeah, he lost banners on Zori, and the rest here looks to be a one-shot. Let's take a look at his defense. Now, over in this territory, he's got Iden, Rey with a Swolo Crown, Qui-Gon, and Bossk Zam. And down below, we are looking at his Lord Vader, along with Grand Inquisitor, Raddus, and Malgus. Let's double check this Vader Cron. And not the one we need to be afraid of. So we probably have a solid shot. The Relic 8 is a concern. No Maul. So I think let's start with Lord Vader. Let's see what kind of match we're going to have today. Like, I'd really prefer not to start off these matches with a gamble and go for some known quantities, but I just think it's best to go after these GLs so I can just know what kind of day we're going to have. Am I going to be in a bad mood or a good mood? Because we're still a little gambling here. All right. Tweak some of these sounds. I think we might be a little high on the audio. All right, let's taunt, clear some debuffs. Take that hit. Grief's about to go. Heal up, trigger payout. We We are going to basic to make sure I can use his disintegrate. And only 2, we're not going to worry about that. I'm going to call an assist, clear out Royal Guard. Mando, I need you to take your turn. Ugh. Mando. That's bad. That's bad. Alright, let's take out Vader. Hopefully that takes out Thrawn, not quite. Let's heal up. Throw armor shreds, so at least take out Thrawn. Hopefully we take out 8th Brother here. We're at least going to get in a cleanup scenario. Let's taunt. Okay. We can still win from here. It's a little scary. But it's not over yet. Alright, let's call the assists. Let's take this. Hopefully Grief can survive long enough. Yeah, alright. It's fine. We made enough progress. But we're in a scenario here where we might lose enough banners where we can't win. Let's do another one of these gambles where we got to use gas. This is one of the reasons why we're getting Sith Eternal Emperor. Because this is going to open up my offense. It's going to give me a high banner counter to Malgus instead of having to do these low banner things all the time. Because I just don't have the high-end depth in order to have that kind of flexibility in how I counter certain teams. Like, this is a mandatory counter for that I have to do every match. And now we won't have to. Let's see here. Take that hit. Now, I think it was Relic 0 on Bastila Shan? Maybe Relic 1? We'll see in a moment. I'm looking forward to having a Relic 9 Malak though. I'm going to hit Malgus because I don't want to drain life from Malak yet. I'd like to buy some time, if possible. Okay. Because Revan's about to go and cause some damage. Oof. Okay, I think we're going to stand up soon though. This is going pretty well. Alright. He took way more hits than I thought he would, so that's good. Alright, let's AoE. Solid start. The tenacity up will give us a little stacking protection up, depending on how often we get to use it. Hopefully we can do some good damage to... Yes! That's going to get a lot harder to do pretty soon. Okay. Alright, Revan's down. Marauder will be down in a moment. And now we'll just auto from here. And I'm glad, because I also threw Hondo on defense. I guess we didn't talk about the changes I made to defense. Like, I took the Tarful and the Seer Junda off, probably just because I like to use them on offense anyway for fun. There's a good chance we use the Seer Junda. We won't use Tarful unless things go off the rails. At which, like, if we lose, if another match ends in a hold, then we'll go do testing. Because then the win will be gone. We'll still go for the full clear. Alright, the plan was Traya Grand Inquisitor and Aphra Raddus. I think we'll stick with that. You know, I'm kind of surprised Traya wasn't a requirement. I was pretty convinced that Traya was going to be required. Just because she's a raid character and she hasn't been required for anything yet. Would not mind more Sith in game though. Oh, Darth Plagueis. Darth Crate. That'll drain life. Throw down that Isolate in a moment. Let's go for the Taunt and Dispel. All right. Hoping to get rid of Seventh Sister before that happened. But we'll have an Annihilate in a moment. Alright. Held by Hatred. I'm not attacking Grand Inquisitor because we're going to annihilate him. So I'd rather make progress on Seventh Sister so we can eliminate her, get rid of that heal, get rid of that foresight. Alright, Inquisitor down. We'll take out 5th. Relegate 5th, huh? I guess you got that. If you have Reva, getting ready for that Reva mission. I'm still months away from a 3rd sister unlock. Okay. Alright, we'll auto from here. Hopefully that Annihilate will come and speed this up. Just worked on I guess that video will be out. But at the time of this recording is when I made that Raddus video. Which I'm definitely going to post before this one. Alright. We're going to Aphra this. Because it's kind of my best option. Although, you know what? Let's not play it that way. Here's what I'm thinking. Aphra can clean up a GL. and she can clean up Lord Vader. So what I think I want is, in case this Rey squad blows up, then maybe I might be bringing in a GL to clean this up. So I'd like to have some options in reserve. So let's start with Starkiller. She is Relicate though. We got our Mar Jade Kron. Alright. I'm gonna stun Swolo, or try to, and fail. Land some staggers though. Let's hit the stagger on Swolo, then we'll hit the ones on the other characters. Swolo's just, well, I guess it's only a 2 Ami Swolo. Okay, that gets him into the damage immunity. Let's start working on taking Rey into the damage immunity. I'm gonna call the assist here. Oh, we don't get it. Fine. With the damage immunity, we don't get what progress on the stacks. Alright, everyone has stun, so I'm just gonna stay focused on there we go. Damage immunity. I'm gonna be careful with who we attack, but we're gonna hit Finn now. Okay, he's in. Let's hit Poe. Alright, he's hit it. Now let's get Holdo. One more time, and she'll hit it, and we're at Unleash. This is going well. I'm gonna use this ability because I don't want to hit any of those staggers. You know what? Let's throw up health steal so that we can heal up Mace a little bit when he takes his turn, if he survives that long. Yeah, let's do the defense penetration up. I guess it's not going to work because they got damage immunity. Fine. Oh my god, take your turns. Come on. Okay. Let's do it. That was a nice ray. Great. Great, great, great. Alright, Iden I'm going to Savage. We're going to Grand Inquisitor Qui-Gon. Bossk, what was my plan? Oh, no, I was going to Savage Bossk Zam. I was going to Wampa one of them, okay. Let's return down here. Now I feel comfortable using Aphra up against Raddus because we don't need to use a Keeper in reserve. Just in case things went terribly. Let's grab the final week of our droid cron, and then we're really going to have to see what she's like without... I guess Vader will have a... You know what? I should think about that. What cron am I going to give Vader for my Aphra squad? Because otherwise, what's she going to use? Alright. This is a strong counter. Bring out our commando droid. We will AoE, get a little assist from 000. Throw the torch on K2SO, I guess. Because we don't have a choice, maybe. Oh, let's do it here. Yeah, we'll do a basic on Raddus, basic on Jin, basic on Cass. I guess we'll do a basic on K2SO. Alright, more dots. Land some target locks, and now focus down on Raddus. There we go. Easy. Alright, and then we're gonna just JMK this. Take no chances. And use my favorite cron. At least on JMK. Which is the tenacity up one. Which maybe I should have made on a video on, because I really don't feel like that information ever trickled out. Or maybe no one else figured it out. But it is awesome. Because look at how much tenacity up he throws around. Alright, let's get some armor shreds. Oh, what? I don't get it on the first turn? Fine. Fine. I need to add relics to this entire squad. Maybe not entire squad, that's just not who I am as a person, but at least to JMK and Cat. I need to sneeze. Alright, let's do this. Alright, we're still playing for a solid match. Oh man, we're gonna gamble. God, we're gonna gamble. I can't stop myself. Alright. We're gonna make that the last match. Because we like to do JTR Swolo because I think it's fun. It's a little reckless. That's what we do on this channel. We'll do some dumb and fun stuff. Alright. We're gonna Wampa this one. Wamps and get a dot cron. Not one of those. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Wait, that's it. Okay, health steal, crit damage or protection. I think I want the crit damage. Okay. I might auto pretty soon, but I like to manage a couple turns here because the Wampa AI is not as smart as I want it to be. He likes to do his roar a little much. Alright. Okay. We gotta be a little careful with Pathfinder. Like right there, I probably should have swiped at him because as soon as he takes a turn, he gets buffs. But I'm just, I guess we'll manage this in a second. Alright, let's AoE. We'll take him out in a second. Alright, basic. Boom. Alright, we'll return to gas. I'm probably just going to JML gas based on what I have. And down here, we're going to Savage solo Iden. Who I'm looking forward to taking to Relic 7 for that Kron. Although I'm not as convinced that this Kron's going to be amazing. Because there's a little bit of a trade-off action happening. Yeah, that's what I want. The Crown will be good. It's just... I think it's getting a little overhyped. Alright, this is auto. Short Troop. The only thing that makes this team hard, like for a solo Savage, is if there are high relics on Short Trooper. Then it won't work. Like above Relic 3 won't work. Relic 3 and below, Savage can usually get through them. Especially with this Datacron. With this stacking offense. We gotta make sure we target people though. Because the thing is with the Kron, Savage removing turn meter means he's getting attacked less, and part of what makes him good is he wants to be attacked. That's how the Omicron works. Like he gains turn meter when he's attacked, he is guaranteed to be crit when he's attacked because of the, I forget what bonuses happen from it. He also gets a bunch of resilient defense and stuff when they're attacking. So there's a lot of reasons why you want... why things are working as intended, and that Omicron, or that Datacron, is negating a portion of what makes the Omicron effective. Now, I think it gives enough... It gives more than it takes away, which is why I still think it's good, but it's why I'm just like... Not like... I don't think it's one of the best ones. I would be happy to be proven wrong, though. I'm gonna get like the Basilishan one as a priority. There's another one that I thought was a priority. What one am I forgetting? Mirren's is good, but I'm not gonna get it because I'm not adding relics to that squad. Where did I skip you? There you are. Alright, let's add a Kron. I think, yeah, this is what I've been giving you, right? God, I got so much more I gotta do tonight. I gotta edit that video I recorded. Get that ready to be posted for the morning, and then I still haven't done the raid. And I didn't do the raid in the first few hours, yesterday's chunk of hours, so that means if I don't do it like today, I'm missing opportunities to max out my attempts. Alright, let's take that hit. Ooh, he did a little more damage than I thought he would. We're gonna just play it normal though. I could have equalized, but I'm gonna chance it. Alright. Yeah, sure. Everyone's got 2 stacks. I'm just gonna do a basic. We could have gone for the protection up, but I prefer to do that with more stacks. Yeah, let's just get rid of mace. Alright. Kiati's down. Maybe we'll do fleet first, even before we do that match with Maul. Because I kind of want to know if I'm going to put the win on the line by doing it. Alright, what was I going to do with Bossk here? Oh, you know... Oh, I got CLS still. We got plenty of time, teams. Or do I want to do CLS up? Let's do CLS here. Doesn't matter. They're both going to win, whichever combo we do. Especially with this Chewpio Crown. I'll miss you, Chewpio Crown. Alright, let's blow up Zam. We'll blow up Bossk. I guess not really. Let's blow up Cad. He can be blown up. Alright. Let's take out Boba. Alright, let's see what kind of fleet he set down. It might be a soft fleet. I don't think I saw anyone... Like, no one was full clearing this guy. He has spent more time in Kyber 3, though. Alright, we got Executor, triple attacker lineup. Negotiator. This might get tricky. This might get tricky. The problem is the negotiator, because I'll malevolence the executor, but the negotiator, we don't have like a great counter. We're gonna have to use like the Scythe is probably the best that we have. I'm really looking forward to Leviathan. Hold on, I'm not concerned about that. We can do a bunch of stuff there. Oh, you know, no. We're fine. We're fine. I got the Chimera. Because I put the negotiator. Yeah, we'll Chimera the negotiator. We're fine. Let's do it. Let's do that first. Because Malevolence might blow up on us. Because that's a little RNGE. Because we can't do a sacrifice fleet to increase our odds. So we just need things to go right. Which all depends on who they attack, because that's random chance. Alright, I'll take out the droid, I get a little turn meter, that's fine. I will now AoE. We get a friend. I need to take out IG 2000 as quick as I can. We lost our droid friend. Let's just throw some buzz droids down. Okay. And now I'm bringing in Spy. And hopefully we get enough assists to... What the... What are you talking about? Okay, that's gone. Next turn we'll bring out the Ebon Hawk, but we are going to hit the Razor Crest. Okay, and they got to a payout, which is not great. Which means bringing out the Ebon Hawk at the... Should I have brought it out? Maybe I need to revisit this counter. Maybe I misplayed it. Or maybe I'm being paranoid because things didn't go great for me. Because they're going to get the ultimate off now. Yeah, we're not going to get to it. Okay, yeah. It's a loss now. So let's head over here. Let's do the fun stuff. Let's JTR Swolo this. I'm gonna give them... Who do I want? You can take armor. I'm not gonna use armor. And you can have nest. Sure. He just needs light side characters, and we're going to give him a Datacron. Alright. Now this should work. This is Relic 3. I've beaten Relic 5s like this. This should blow him up. That's the goal here. Come on! I'm going to, like... Why does that work sometimes and other times not? Like, it beat a Relic 5 version. It also lost to a Relic 5 version. It works much more consistently in 3v3, I think, because he's getting 5% max health for each Mandalorian ally, so he has more allies giving him health. It does great in 3v3. Let's see if we still win. Okay. Let's throw down some days. Can we get a... Let's flame him up. Alright, I don't like the timing of any of this. Awesome. There we go. Didn't happen when or how I wanted it to happen, but it happened. What if I put you on here? Let's get rid of Bo. Because see, that's what's awesome. He can't, like, JTR is unkillable as long as my Swallows don't. I should put that Beskar on Swallow is what I should have done. One thing that does happen is when he has 5 stacks of Anguish, when Maul has 5 stacks of Anguish, he's guaranteed to be crit. So it's something where that ability crit hit when I attacked Maul the second time. I might want to take the crit damage triangle off of my Swolo here, and maybe I'm going to put on a crit chance, and maybe I'm going to change it. Right now he has an offense set. Maybe I change it to a crit damage set. I don't know, I felt like I wanted offense, but maybe that's just the wrong approach. Because I want this to start being consistent. I already took him to Relic 9. I mean, it worked. It did its job. Yeah, alright, let's JML this. I've been using like the max health one here. Alright, we'll blow him up. On some stuns. Neil, where are you at? Fives. There's our fives. Alright, let's see how many more bodies we can take out before he stands. Really? I thought I'd get a turn. Fine. Alright. So anybody watching Manifest? I hate watching that awful. This is a truly terrible show. But it's like a really captivating, terrible is really does not capture how awful that show is. It's I guess like almost like in the ways how The Room is a watchable movie despite being terrible. That's kind of how I feel about Manifest. Or it's a very captivating watch where you don't enjoy a single minute of it. Alright. Let's do these next things. Let's see how this fleet goes. Man. At least the Houndstooth isn't on the starting lineup. I don't know. How do I want to play that? I want this to win though, so we're gonna do Bomber, just TIE Fighter, Interceptor, you know, we're gonna do some testing. We're gonna test out the dagger. Will that be enough, or do I need another? See, before we would have brought in like the bomber, or we'd have the bomber on the starting lineup. do I play it that way? Let's just play it that way. No, I probably should have been TIE Fighter, so that we could have got the turn meter. It's fine. Alright, we hit Anakin. Yeah. It should have been the TIE Fighter. Yeah, sure. Don't do that. Let's just try and take him out. Okay, great. Okay, that gets rid of that. This will take care of him. I kind of want to heal though. It's probably the right call, because he would have just been dead. Ah, man. This sergeant's tempting, but I'm gonna hit the take. You take out 5s, because he's actually like the danger from a damage standpoint. Okay, great. Raddus, though, you know, the bomber would have been nice against this too. Alright, we got Empire. We don't have an ideal fleet here. Like, this is the thing. Like, when I throw all my stuff on defense, it does not leave me a lot of wiggle room. Like, I can beat something in messy ways. Like, I can beat Holdo. I just don't know if I can beat Holdo in one. Just like... Let's do Scythe here. Sure. Okay. Come on, guys. I need way more damage than this. Alright, Houndstooth is about to come out and cause some problems for me. Can we get rid of this guy right now, please? Perfect, okay. Now... So we stun. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna stun this guy. Hopefully that buys me enough time to cause some problems for the Razor Crest. Alright, buffing. Come on, man. Alright, we get the ultimate next turn. We get some formation stacks. I just don't want to drive turn meter yet. I'm waiting for a... Yeah, let's do defender. Stun him again. That at least buys me a little time. Alright, let's do this. Fine. Can we take him out? Perfect. Great. But now, we're in the situation with Raddus. Where my finalizer's awful. My Raddus is also not good. Oh, you know what though? It's the wrong starting ship. Like, I do not think Poe should be in the starting lineup. One of the things is resistance. The resistance X-Wing, it gets when it uses its disarray ability, it gets turn meter, so it very quickly gets to another special. It gets into a position where it can help drive Holdo's ultimate a little bit faster. Plus, Poe is a much better reinforcement. Like, much better. The Resistance X-Wing is not a good reinforcement. The problem is, okay, do I do the Razor Crest first? We're going to do it. I kind of don't like it, though. I just like that it can ignore taunt. But I don't think this is the way to go. There's still like a minuscule chance of me winning here, though. If I win this in this one attempt. Alright. Let's throw target lock on you. Alright, let's do the AoE. Get rid of the foresight. We'll attack him. Daze and target lock. Fine, let's do this. See, I think Sergeant really needs to be in this fleet, because this fleet desperately needs another tank, or at least a better tank, because MG100 goes down fast. Like, those are relic pilots. Like, I don't feel like mine lasts any shorter, and I've got a year 11 on mine. Awesome. That went awesome. See, there would be a big hit if Poe came out. Like, Poe could have probably blown me up as a reinforcement. Alright. Oh, not quite. Okay. And like, I like Phantom as a reinforcement with the Raven's Claw feat because it can apply target lock and help heal up Biggs. Because Biggs does, I don't know, without the Falcon, Biggs like is significantly worse. It's not the same. Alright, this worked great. I'm really impressed with how well this did up against this. Because I usually never trust Raven's Claw. Now, do we get a miracle? I don't think it's gonna work. Come on, where are we at? Oh my god. Wow. Wow. Fantastic. Some gambles paid off. The Ami on Zori did huge, and some of those undersized teams that we used made up for the extra hold that my opponent got. Well, technically, yeah, the extra team that got a hold, because all of my holds were concentrated onto a single squad. But well played, Weiss. That was definitely a tough one, and I'm happy to be walking away with a win here. Alright, thank you for watching. We got a video about Holdo's fleet, which I think everybody should be working on. I'll put a thing about it right here, because that video I'm about to work on, and it's going to be released before this one. So thank you for watching. Be excellent to each other, everyone. This is Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.